Let's dive in. Paris, the city of lights, a symphony of taste, a cathedral of culture. This ain't no walk in the Tuileries garden, folks. The Olympics are back in town, baby, and the whole world's invited. That means throngs of wide-eyed tourists, lines longer than a Sartre novel, and enough selfie sticks to make even the most jaded Instagram influencer weep. But don't let that scare you off. With a little preparation, a little savvy, you can navigate this grand dame like a seasoned flaneur. So, consider this your unofficial guide to surviving, nay, thriving amidst the Olympic chaos. We're talking insider tips, hard-won wisdom, the kind of stuff they don't print in those glossy brochures. Stick with me, kids, and I'll show you how to eat, drink, and be merry in Paris, even when the rest of the world is losing its goddamn mind. First up, accommodation. With thousands of visitors expected, book your stay in advance. Whether you prefer hotels, hostels, or rental apartments, secure your lodging near Olympic venues for convenience. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tony, I've seen the prices. Even the Fleabag hotels are charging an arm and a leg. Listen, you don't need to sleep in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower to experience the real Paris. Venture out a bit. Explore the quartiers beyond the tourist traps. Look for family-run hotels, charming Airbnbs in the Marais, maybe even a houseboat on the Seine. Remember, this city is best explored on foot, so ditch the tourist buses and overpriced taxis. Find a place that speaks to you, a place with character, a place that feels like a home away from home, even if it's just for a few nights. Trust me, waking up to the smell of fresh bread from a local boulangerie is worth more than any five-star hotel breakfast buffet. That, my friends, is priceless. Next, transportation. Navigate Paris like a locale with the efficient metro system, buses and bicycles. Consider purchasing a Paris Visite Pass for unlimited travel and explore the city with ease. The Paris Metro, a labyrinthine network of tunnels, echoing with the ghosts of poets and revolutionaries. It might seem daunting at first, but trust me, it's your ticket to freedom. Grab a map, decipher the color-coded lines, and don't be afraid to get a little lost. Some of my fondest Parisian memories were born from wrong turns and unexpected detours. And hey, if all else fails, just ask a local. Parisians may have a reputation for being a bit, shall we say, aloof, but they know their city like the back of their hands. They'll point you in the right direction, maybe even share a story or two. Just remember to say bonjour first. It's the magic word, folks. Opens doors, starts conversations, might even get you a free croissant at the local patisserie. When it comes to dining, indulge in delicious French cuisine at local bistros and brasseries. Don't miss out on iconic dishes like croissants, escargots, and crepes. Bon appetit! Ah, Paris. The very name is enough to make a foodie's heart sing. Forget those Michelin-starred temples of gastronomy, the ones with the white tablecloths and the even whiter attitudes. The real culinary adventures, the soul-satisfying meals, are found in the city's bistros and brasseries. These are the places where Parisians themselves gather, where the food is honest, the wine flows freely, and the conversation is as rich as the sauce on your steak frites. Seek out the hole-in-the-wall joints, the ones with menus scribbled on chalkboards, where the waiters might grumble at you in French, but the food will make you weep tears of joy. Order the escargots, dive into a steaming bowl of onion soup, and for God's sake, don't leave without trying the steak tartare. This is food meant to be savored, to be lingered over, to be washed down with copious amounts of wine. Remember, you're in Paris, calories don't count here. Brush up on your French phrases to enhance your Parisian experience. While many locals speak English, a few basic phrases like bonjour, hello, and merci, thank you, can go a long way. Look, I know what you're thinking. My French is rusty. I sound like a drunken mime. Relax, you don't need to be fluent to navigate this town. But a little effort goes a long way. Parisians appreciate it when you at least try, even if your pronunciation is more Jerry Lewis than Jean-Paul Belmondo. Learn a few basic phrases. Bonjour, merci, s'il vous plaît. These are your weapons, your tools of engagement. Use them liberally. And don't be afraid to butcher the language, to laugh at yourself. The French, despite their reputation, have a sense of humor, I swear. They might even offer you a knowing smile, a nod of approval. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, they'll even invite you to join them for a glass of wine and a conversation about the finer points of existential philosophy. Lastly, prioritize safety. Keep your belongings secure in crowded areas, beware of pickpockets, and follow local regulations. If you need assistance, don't hesitate to approach authorities. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. Big cities, especially during events like the Olympics, attract their fair share of shady characters. Pickpockets, scammers, the occasional overzealous street performer, they're all part of the urban ecosystem. But don't let that deter you. A little common sense goes a long way. Keep your wits about you, especially in crowded areas. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't flash your cash around like a drunken sailor. And for God's sake, keep your passport and valuables locked up in your hotel safe. Now, I'm not saying you should be paranoid, just be aware. And if something does happen, don't hesitate to contact the authorities. They're there to help. Remember, you're not Indiana Jones, and this ain't a quest for the lost Ark of the Covenant. Remember these travel tips for a seamless Olympic adventure in Paris. Like, subscribe and hit the bell for more travel guides and updates. A bientôt. So there you have it, kids. Your crash course in navigating the City of Lights during one of the most exciting and chaotic events on the planet. Remember, Paris is a city best experienced with all your senses engaged, with an open heart and an adventurous spirit. Don't be afraid to get lost, to try new things, to embrace the unexpected. And who knows, you might just fall in love with this crazy, beautiful, intoxicating city all over again.